It's Christmas Eve, the air is crisp, and the world is blanketed in a serene layer of snow. The streets are quiet, save for the occasional jingle of a distant bell, or the soft hum of a Christmas carol drifting through the night. The magic of the season is palpable, filling every corner with a sense of wonder and anticipation. You're nestled by the fire, sipping hot cocoa. The warmth of the flames dances across your face, and the rich aroma of chocolate fills the room. The soft glow of the Christmas tree lights casts a comforting glow, wrapping you in a cocoon of holiday cheer. Laughter and love fill the air as you share stories and dreams with your loved ones. Images of sugar plums and reindeer dance in your head. The excitement of the night makes it hard to sleep, but eventually you drift off, dreaming of the magic that tomorrow will bring. The anticipation of gifts and the joy of the season fill your dreams with wonder and delight. But across the snowy rooftops of the world, a different kind of holiday figure is stirring. Under the pale light of the moon, shadows move silently, weaving through the night with a purpose. This figure is not clad in red and white, nor does he carry a sack of toys. Instead, he brings a different kind of message, one that has been whispered through the ages. He's not here for milk and cookies. The remnants of Santa's visit are scattered around, but this figure has no interest in sweet treats. His presence is felt in the chill that runs down your spine, in the shadows that seem to grow longer and darker as the night progresses. He's Krampus, the ancient harbinger of holiday fear, and he's got your number if you've been naughty. With his twisted horns and menacing grin, he prowls the night, seeking out those who have strayed from the path of good behavior. His birch bundle is ready, a reminder that the holidays are not just about joy and giving, but also about accountability. While St. Nicholas rewards the good, Krampus deals with the not-so-good. Santa's jolly laugh and generous spirit are a stark contrast to Krampus's stern demeanor and swift justice. Together, they represent the balance of the season, the light and the dark, the reward and the consequence. He's the yin to Santa's yang, the dark chocolate in the Christmas candy bowl. Just as the sweetness of the season is enhanced by a touch of bitterness, so too is the joy of Christmas deepened by the presence of Krampus. He is a reminder that life is a balance, and that even in the most joyous times there is room for reflection and growth. He reminds us that even in the most joyous time of year, a little bit of mischief lurks in the shadows. The twinkling lights and festive decorations may distract us, but Krampus is there to ensure we don't forget the importance of good behavior. His presence is a gentle nudge, a reminder that our actions have consequences and that the spirit of the season is about more than just receiving gifts. Don't worry, he's not here to ruin Christmas. The joy and excitement of the season remain untouched. Krampus's role is not to overshadow the happiness, but to add depth to it. He is a part of the rich tapestry of holiday traditions, a character who brings a unique flavor to the celebrations. He's just here to remind us that even in the season of giving, a little tough love never hurt anyone. His watchful eyes and stern presence are a call to be our best selves, to embrace the spirit of kindness and generosity that defines the holidays. Krampus is a guardian of the moral compass, ensuring that the joy of the season is earned through good deeds and thoughtful actions. Think of him as the holiday's reality check, a reminder that good behavior should be celebrated, and maybe, just maybe, naughty deeds have consequences. As you exchange gifts and share in the joy of the season, remember that Krampus is watching, and let his presence inspire you to be the best version of yourself. After all, the true magic of Christmas lies in the love and kindness we share with one another. Krampus didn't just spring from a Christmas fruitcake. His story is far older and more complex than the modern holiday traditions might suggest. His roots run deep, twisting back to ancient pagan traditions of Central and Eastern Europe. These lands, rich in folklore and myth, have long been fertile ground for tales of dark and mysterious beings. Imagine dark forests, harsh winters, and ancient rituals meant to appease the forces of nature. In these settings, the line between the natural and the supernatural often blurred, giving rise to figures like Krampus. That's where Krampus was born. In the shadows of towering trees and the whispers of the wind, he emerged as a symbol of the wild and untamed aspects of the human psyche. Some say he's a descendant of the Norse god Thor, a deity known for his strength and protection against chaos. This connection suggests that Krampus might have been seen as a guardian figure, albeit a terrifying one. Others claim ties to the horned deities of old, figures that represented fertility, wilderness, and the raw power of nature. These deities were often both revered and feared, embodying the duality of creation and destruction. Whatever his origins, Krampus embodies the primal fear of the unknown, the darkness that lurks beyond the firelight. He is a reminder of the dangers that lie in wait in the unexplored corners of the world and the human soul. When Christianity swept through Europe, Krampus didn't disappear. Instead, he adapted, finding a new role in the evolving cultural landscape. The Church's attempts to suppress pagan traditions often led to their transformation rather than their eradication. He simply put on a new outfit, becoming the devilish counterpart to the increasingly popular St. Nicholas. This duality of reward and punishment, embodied by St. Nicholas and Krampus, became a powerful tool for teaching moral lessons. The Church may have tried to banish him, but Krampus, like a stubborn lump of coal in your stocking, stuck around. His presence served as a reminder that the world is not just light and joy, but also darkness and fear. He became a symbol of the untamed spirit of the holidays, a reminder that even faith needs a little bit of fear to keep it honest. Festivals celebrating Krampus, with their mix of revelry and terror, highlight the complex nature of human traditions and beliefs. Stories of Krampus were passed down through generations, often told by the fireside on cold winter nights. These tales served to instill a sense of caution and respect for the unknown in young minds. Today, Krampus has experienced a resurgence in popularity. Modern parades and festivals celebrate his fearsome image, blending ancient traditions with contemporary culture. This revival speaks to a deep-seated need to acknowledge and confront our fears, even in the midst of celebration. In the end, Krampus is more than just a holiday monster. He's a reflection of the human condition, a symbol of the balance between light and dark, order and chaos. His story, echoing through the ages, reminds us that fear and wonder are two sides of the same coin. Forget caroling and eggnog. In the Alpine villages of Austria and Germany, December 5th brings a different kind of holiday tradition, Krampusnacht, the night Krampus comes to call. Imagine a night parade, but instead of marching bands and candy canes, it's men dressed as demonic creatures, bells clanging, chains rattling. This is Krampuslauf, the Krampus Run, where revelers embrace the dark side of Christmas with a healthy dose of fear and festivity. But Krampusnacht isn't just about scaring children, though there's plenty of that. It's about confronting the darkness with humor and tradition. It's a way to acknowledge the darker side of human nature, to laugh in the face of fear, and to emerge from the long winter nights with a renewed sense of community and hope. What does Krampus look like, you ask? Well, imagine your worst nightmare, then give it horns, fangs, and a really bad attitude. Krampus is all about the visuals. He's got the horns of a goat, the cloven hooves of a devil, and a tongue so long it could lick the North Pole. His fur is as black as a moonless night, and his eyes gleam with mischievous intent. But the real piece de resistance is his bundle of birch sticks. It's not just for show. Legend has it that Krampus uses those sticks to swat naughty children, reminding them that bad behavior has consequences, and that sometimes those consequences sting a little. Krampus isn't just for the Alps anymore. He's gone global, baby. Once confined to the folklore of Alpine regions, Krampus has now burst onto the international scene, captivating the imaginations of people far and wide. From Hollywood movies to craft breweries, Krampus is having a moment. Why the sudden popularity? It seems that the horned, fearsome figure has struck a chord in our modern psyche. Maybe it's the thrill of the forbidden, the allure of something dark and mysterious in a world that often feels overly sanitized and predictable. A rebellion against the saccharine sweetness of the modern holiday season. In a time when Christmas has become synonymous with commercialism and forced cheer, Krampus offers a refreshing counterpoint, or maybe it's simply that we're all a little bit naughty at heart. And Krampus gives us permission to embrace our inner demons, figuratively speaking, of course. The playful yet menacing figure of Krampus allows us to explore the darker aspects of our nature in a safe and festive environment. Whatever the reason, Krampus is here to stay. His image is now emblazoned on everything from holiday sweaters to coffee mugs, and his presence is felt in countless holiday events around the world. He's a reminder that the holidays are about more than just presents and good cheer. They are a time for reflection, for acknowledging the full spectrum of human experience, both light and dark. They're about confronting our fears, embracing our shadows, and finding balance in the duality of our nature. And remembering that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of light. Krampus reminds us that it's okay to acknowledge our fears and uncertainties. There's always room for a little bit of fun. So as we gather around the fire, share stories and celebrate the season, let's not forget to invite Krampus to the party. After all, he adds a bit of spice to our holiday traditions, making them all the more memorable.